Hello and welcome to the introduction of my channel. I am here to try and share my life and empower other people, support others, and to keep a record of my goals and the things I want to achieve. Some of the things that I want to do here are to show my inner thoughts and feelings. So that's going to be a tricky one. I also want to share things that I enjoy doing. Baking is one of them, baking and cooking. But there's a whole range of new recipes I need to try that are a whole lot healthier than what I used to prepare. I want to share all of the craft work that I like to do, and that's paper crafts mainly. Cards, pictures, motivational posters and gifts and things like that. I want to share with you who I am. Hopefully that will give other people an understanding of my journey, and in doing so it's a hope of mine that I can actually help other people and become empowered and to move along in their own journey in a direction that they want to travel. Some of the things that's going to include will be organisation. It's something I'm absolutely hopeless at, and I think my friend Jo is going to laugh out loud literally when she hears that. But I think if I can share that and the steps that I've taken to become organised, because at the moment I'm really not, then it might help other people become organised who are just as cluttered as I am, not only in my home but also in my life and in my mind even at times. Confidence, I need to share the journey that I was on to become a confident woman, and a sense of self-worth as well, because a lot of the times throughout my life that's been quite badly knocked for different reasons. So it's also going to cover obviously the things that I've endured throughout my time. So it's going to be, my intention is to be really I guess you can say naked, or I'm struggling to find the words here, but I don't want to hide anything. I want to explain exactly where I'm at, because if I'm not transparent with the way I'm doing things, then it isn't going to work. It just is not going to work, and I'm going to be coming across as a false person. So you will know that what I tell you is right from the heart. And the other thing I'm going to do too is do a disclaimer, because I'm not a professional. My only training is life history and life experiences, so I've had absolutely no training. These are only my opinions and the things that I've learned in my time, and some tips, tricks and other things that I've learned through counselling that I've done in the past, which I have found extremely helpful, by the way. So I'll share with you my home, my family, and my journey. I hope you really enjoy what I'm about to share and what I have for you, and all of the different facets that I'd like to put out. The other thing that I think might be helpful, learning thing also for myself, because years ago I used to be a real makeup lady, you know, as a young girl, and I used to do all of the things that they do now as young girls. But over the course of the last 20 years of having a child and being a mum and being a worker and all of the other hats that I've worn, I've kind of lost a lot of what I used to be able to do and achieve by preparing myself for an outing. So I'm going to try and cover some of the beauty tips and tricks that someone of my age would be able to pull off, because there's a lot of beauty gurus out there, but no one for our age group, so you might find that helpful as well. So what we've covered, who I am, the crafts, the cooking, and that's pretty much it, I think, in a nutshell. And I think, oh, the weight loss. weight loss, the journey that I'm on at the moment, the real reason I'm doing here. Oh, should have mentioned it from the beginning, but last but not least, I'm going to share with you my real reason for doing this, and that is the Walking Stars half marathon that I have enlisted in about 3 or 4 months ago. When I first started on my journey, I was 120 kilos, and I'll put some photos up for you so that you can see who I was just a few short months ago. Since then, I have become a lot fitter than I was. I can now walk 10k's without any trouble. Before, I would huff and puff after 500 metres, and walking 2k's was a real effort. But now I can walk 10k's and it's not too much of an issue. And I have lost 14 kilos. And I've been told that it actually shows around my face, and I can't wait for my chin here to, you know, become how it used to be, which is kind of normal, but it's kind of not, and I'm getting there, and I will get there. So between now and the end of November, I have another 16 kilos to lose, and I think that's going to be a bit of a struggle over the last 16 weeks. It's not even 16 weeks, it's more like 10 weeks now, so I probably won't lose the full 30 kilos, but geez, if I even get close, and if I lose another 5 or 6 kilos, I'll be really, really happy with that. And the goal is just to keep going and at a reasonable and responsible rate, so that I can lose the weight, keep it off, and do it on my own without surgery, without drugs, without you know, the health shakes, that you meal replacements. For me, I don't feel that's healthy, and it's got to come from my own willpower, and that I feel is going to be a whole lot more sustainable for me than having a whole heap of shakes, and then when I've lost all this weight, wondering how on earth I'm going to manage to keep this off, because I won't have learned the skills I need to keep it going. It's a lifestyle change, and it's something I've got to do from here on in. So I'm going to share that as well. So thank you for taking the time to sit with me for the last few minutes and share my introduction to my new venture and my new life. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you in the future. Take care.